Yo, back at you with another episode. It's going down on these streets, yo. Uh, uh, yeah. It's going down, man. We out here. We out here like last year. Like my uncle used to say, we out here. We out here. Like last year. The hell? How come that happened? Every time I go live, I get these crazy messages, man. I never get them when I'm not live though. That's weird. You know? Yeah, I always get these crazy messages when I go live. Almost never happens. You know? Like, share the video, smash the like button. Yeah, it's like yeah. Well, this is a question that I got from a long time subscriber last week. Whew, excuse me, man. He said it seems to be that a lot of women are unfit for long-term relationships and marriages. At least these are the women that he been meeting anyway. And I said to him, "You're right. I'm gonna say at least the majority of women today are unfit, and a lot of men are unfit too." Now I know if you're a woman listening to this, they're gonna be like, "Well, you talking about women? What about the men? They're unfit too. A lot of men are unfit too." But here's the difference, though, between men and women. We know when we're unfit, and other guys call other guys out. And the guys that are unfit, we don't act like we're all the same. We can't. We can't play that game like women do. Women kind of put themselves all in the same basket. So it doesn't matter what success or no success a woman has had in relationships. She might haven't had none, zero. But her friends, her peers will say, hey, she's deserves a good man. No, she don't. No, she don't. See, guys, we don't do that. Guys, we don't do that. It's been guys that we know personally, we might say something like, that woman don't know what she got. We don't say stuff like that behind closed doors. We don't say, or we might not say anything. We might just keep it to ourselves. But we don't go amongst other guys and make it seem like you know, like this guy's official. No, we don't do that. Women do that all the time. Women act like all women are the same. All women are great. And we know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. You can't have it all women being great or good or a good catch. Not in this society, not in the United States of America. Come on, man. You can't have the good without the bad in this society. This is a capitalistic society we live in. That's just not practical. See, us guys, we understand. Every guy ain't the best guy. But see, women try to play that little game, and it doesn't work. That doesn't work. And see, the problem with a lot of dudes is we don't pick the right women. Whew, I swear we don't. And another thing we have to be honest with, we love them hoes. We love Megan Thee Stallion, them types. We love, what's that other girl name? Fool girl. Megan Thee Stallion. We love Nicki Minaj. We love them types. We love what's that other crazy girl? I can't, her name is escaping me right now. We love them types. We do. We're being denial. Check this out. We'll get them types pregnant. We'll even marry them hoes. And then turn around and act surprised that it didn't last. And she put you on child support. Man, come on, man. Stop playing around. There's a lot of guys that say, well, I can't tell who's who, man. She looked like a pretty good girl to me. Look like, come on, man. Look like, you can look like anything today. You got to do better than that, man. Look like, come on, man. We fall for the girl that's on the internet twerking. The girl with tattoos from her head to her toes. That's what we fall for. The signs are there, but we just overlook them. And you know what? You know the main reason why a lot of us claim we can't tell who's who in regards to what type of woman we're dealing with. And this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You know, we don't like looking at certain individuals in our family. Certain people are off limits in our families. And I kind of mentioned this before in regards to women. I said before in a previous video a couple months ago, the reason why your woman is giving you a hard time is because her mama weren't worth shit. That's why your girlfriend or your wife is giving you a hard time because her mom wasn't worth a nickel or not worth a quarter. That's why she's giving you a hard time. Look who raised her. Look who raised her. Which brings me to my point. The reason why you can't tell what type of woman you be meeting out here is because you was raised by a hoe 9 times out of 10. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. No man wants to think like that his mom was a filthy McNasty. Oh, man. Hey, man, it's hard, but it's fair. Look, you got to broke the cycle. Somebody in your family has to break the cycle. It's hard, man. See, your mom was a filthy McNasty, but you was too young to figure it out. You didn't know no better. You thinking that how your mom was operating, bringing in men in the house back and forth, and she might have managed to get married to one of these guys, but that don't mean nothing. She's still filthy McNasty. She still got them hoe habits. Still got them bad habits. And there's a good chance the marriage don't last. And your mom make it seem like, oh, it's his fault. That's why it ain't last. He cheated. And she been cheating the whole time. She played the victim role. And she's always right, too. She's always right. She ain't never wrong. Them hoe habits, man. That's all it is. And she always thinks she's better than you. You can't, if somebody thinks they better than you can't tell them nothing. You can't reason with them about anything. That ain't gonna work, man. The best thing you can do is get away. Plan to get away. Plan to move away. That ain't gonna work. And if you have kids with a woman like that, God bless you. You know you're paying child support. You might end up paying alimony, depending on what state you live in, and how much money you make and how much money she makes. But that woman is going to try to get as much as she can get out of you before she leaves. I'll tell you that much. Because that's what hoes do, man. That's just what it is, bro. I hate to say it. The normal woman don't rape you and try to take everything away from you like that. No. Not like that, man. The normal woman ain't trying to get no divorce. They don't get divorces like that. The normal women don't get divorces like that. And if they do get a divorce, they get married again. You know why? Because she's a good woman. She ain't gonna be out here on these streets. Because some guy with just a little bit of brain is gonna be like, hey, I got one right here. No, I'm gonna lock that down. This is what I've been looking for all these years. I got, bam, get in here. We've seen it. We've seen women that gotten divorced from some fool, and she didn't stay out in them streets no more than 2-3 years tops. She's married again. We've known women that have done that, and we know women that have got a divorce. She ain't been married since, and that should tell you something. She claims she's so good, she's so great, and she can't even catch no more. She can't even catch no more. She's 40 plus years old on Instagram, twerking, showing cleavage, or on Facebook, taking pictures of her in Barbados or somewhere, or in the DR. Nobody want her. But she's great, right? She's good for one thing: smashing. That's it. She ain't no good for nothing else. Not at 45, 50 years old. She twerking in the video. And we love that. We love them types. That's entertaining to us. We gotta be honest. Those are the good time girls. Ain't nothing like the good time girls. The good time girls. You know the song. Ain't nothing like the good time girls. That's an old song. I think it came out in the 70s. Maybe 60s. And you can kind of tell who's a filthy McNasty in your family or even out in public. It might be a public event. Just turn on Megan Thee Stallion or some old song, because you had them old hoes out there. You play that song, I've been stroking. That's what I mean. I've been stroking to the left, stroking to play something like that. If you got them old hoes out there, they'll start dancing. if it's a young crowd, place like Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, something like that. You see who the filthy McNasties are with the quickness. Because they'll start dancing. That'll get their attention. That'll get them aroused. And if you think I'm joking, pay attention when you go out. Even when you go, the clubs are starting to open back up, depending on where you live at. Pay attention when you go to the club. See what songs move certain women. So that goes deep into their subconscious mind. And see, we live in a get the bag culture today. Just get the bag, and women don't really care about family like that. Get the bag and smash. Yeah, get the bag and smash. It's all about living a certain lifestyle. Get the bag and smash. By any means necessary, too. For the average woman in the 20s, I would say, today. Get the bag and smash. Now, see, when most women hit in the 30s, they kind of winding down in the 30s. They're on their last leg in the 30s. Because they done got ran through like a train wreck. They got all them bodies on them. And see, another thing, a woman that have a high body count, man, it's gonna be almost impossible to bond with that woman. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely for it to happen. It's just too many guys. And women don't pick they don't have the best partners when they lay up that they lay up with. They don't. It's not like 20 of these guys got good energy. No. Most of these guys have bad energy. So if you come along and meet her, she might be 25, but she done had 45. She done had double her age. You know what I'm saying? So you come along, you got to cut all the trash out that she done had up inside her. So hey, look, so if you get with a woman like that, that didn't happen overnight now. So if you get with a woman like that, and let's say you're a patient guy, you see maybe it's a lot of potential. Maybe you see something in her the rest of the guys didn't see, right? So you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to stick it out with her. I'm gonna try to essentially heal her, help heal her, right? That's what you got to do, right? You know, but that's a process. That's gonna be a process. Because that didn't happen overnight. So that's not a quick fix. That bad programming, that took years to get that way. So do you have the patience in a situation like that? That's up there. That's every man for himself. I have to make that decision. See, I believe that women have to be raised a certain type of way to become wife material, or at least a woman that's have the capacity to have kids and have a family. You have to be raised. I think you have to be raised a certain type of way. Now, there's some women that they might be raised a certain type of way, and then as they get older, they start to learn that the way they were raised weren't the best way, so they learn better and they do better. That does happen, but the odds are against it. The odds are against it. I've found that most people, women included, don't change very much. People change when they feel like they have to change, not when they want to change or if they want somebody or if somebody else wants them to change. Something usually has to happen before they change. Some drastic episode or some life altering experience. Something usually has to happen before they say, hey, I ain't doing this no more. I ain't living this life no more. That's usually how it happened based on my experience. And my goodness, I met a gang of women, a gang of people at my age, at an early age. I've had a I would say a unique experience, if compared to the average guy. But look, the signs are there. She got the tattoos, head to the toe. Her mom is a filthy McNasty. She been ran through too many licks. Too many dicks. Don't really care about family. Get the bag, And the last thing I would say is she's just too masculine. She's too masculine, man. If a woman is too masculine, y'all gonna bump heads. It's always gonna be like a battle. You know, she's gonna be combative, and she's gonna undermine you. She's going to undermine you. She's gonna go behind your back and change things or alter things, and you ain't gonna know about it until after the fact. Not only will she undermine you, she'll justify why she had to do it. She'll justify why she had to do it. And you know why? Because she thinks she's better than you. She doesn't respect you. She thinks she's better than you. She respects the boss at work more than you. The boss at work is her daddy. You're just a means to an end for her. She doesn't respect you. So it's not even a good situation to even keep her around, because the relationship goes as far as the respect goes. When the respect ends, that relationship is over. It's over. It's not even safe for you to even be around a woman like that. A woman that respects you ain't gonna try to take you to the cleaners and try to take everything you got or keep the kids away from you. She ain't gonna do that. That only happens. That's whole activity. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And if you maybe you might have got married to somebody like this, and then you got a divorce or had kids with a woman like this, you got to take that L and take responsibility for what happened. It happens all the time. Hey, man, she looked good. Maybe the sex was good too. And the sex is, for the most part, is usually good with a lot of these women. You know, the filthy McNasties. The sex is the thing that you usually get most guys. Because most guys ain't never had a woman that gave them sex like that. But the problem with that is she used the sex as a weapon. She used the sex as a weapon. She trying to get you sprung. See, for her, check this out. For her, it ain't about making passionate love. No. She's trying to get you sprung. She was running game on you from day one. But you didn't realize it because you were too caught up in how she looked. So if this ever happened, look, this happens to everybody. But the difference is some guys know how far to go. They know when to cut things off. So they don't get married to these women, and you don't have no babies with them. See, those two things, marriage and a baby, if you get married to a woman like that, or if you have kids with a woman like that, it's probably over for you. You just probably you just wasted 20 years right there. You know, that's 20 years of suffering. 20 years of suffering. It's over, bud. And check this out. A lot of guys don't recover from that shit. Because it's like, you got to look at it like this, especially when it comes to us. We already have a hard time just being in this society anyway. So we don't have enough room. We don't have a lot of room for mistakes. So if we get married to the wrong woman or have kids with the wrong woman, that make things even more difficult for us because we're like public enemy number one anyway. We have a target on our backs anyway. So we can't really afford to have a woman around us that don't have our best interests. We can't. A lot of us we might never recover from that shit. That's just the reality. That's our reality living in this country. You know, that's just what it is. It ain't fair, but that's how it is, man. Mississippi in the house. What up? Real talk. No respect. She's basically a stranger. Yeah. You know, that's just what it is, man. We don't really have most of us can't really afford to make a lot of mistakes growing up, you know. Some of us can recover and rebound after a couple years, but most of us we can't be making them mistakes like that and think we're gonna be okay. No, no, man. I know some guys got divorced like 10, 15 years ago and they just got out the hole. They just getting out the hole, man. Because it's like when they got married, they wasn't really well, first off, they got married for the wrong reason. And second of all, they weren't really prepared for that shit. They shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. And then on top of that, you got married to the wrong woman. Oh my God. And you got her pregnant with 2 kids. That's 20 years of suffering. At least. For real. I mean, the only way you can get out of that hole is you got to have some major income or start a business. It's like, for real. Yo, smash the like button if you want to come on, if you have any questions. Only way you're gonna be able to get out that hole is to start some type of business or you gotta have more income than the average man or woman. You know, a job is probably not gonna do it. For real. But see, the problem is a lot of guys never took time to do anything else because the wife was the center of attention. She was the star of the show in the relationship or in the marriage. She was in control of everything. And he never took time to learn how to do anything else outside of work. So when it was time for her to leave, all he had was a job. And now that job is really useless because most of his money go to child support. Then he had to pay alimony for what, 2 years or a year or two. After he get paid, he ain't really got no more money to do anything. He can't really live. He got to get a second job or something, or doing some type of dirt out in the street. And that's all because he never took time to learn how to do anything else, to acquire any type of other skills or anything like that. And that's a mistake that a lot of guys make. You know, sad but true. She's queen, mother goddess. She can do no wrong. It happens a lot, man. It happens a lot. Unfortunately, sad but true. Now smash the like button, share the video, and hit the Snapchat. You know, it happens all the time, man. But the signs are there, man. The signs are there, man. It's like, that's why it takes time to get to know a woman. It's like some of the stuff I had guys get married to a woman after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. That's not long enough, man. That's not long enough, man. It takes time to get to know women, man. If a woman is being pushy or giving you an ultimatum or acting like, hey, we should go get married as quick as possible, well, she ain't for you. Why is she being pushy? Why does she want to be move fast? Why? That should be a red flag right there. What up, Michael? So why do women think this is the right way? They think it's the right way because they saw other women do the same thing. Maybe her mom was a hoe. She probably doing what she saw what her mama did. Or what her friends did. You never know. If everybody around you is doing the same or similar thing, that's probably what you're going to do. People have the herd mentality, especially women. That's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes, man. You're a product of your environment. You're a product of the people that you came from, who raised you. Well, with women, it ain't about no results. Women don't care about no results. They just feel a certain type of way. They've been brainwashed. Somebody told them how great they. And a lot of guys, I blame a lot of guys for a lot of that shit too. Telling women how fine they are and how great she is. She ain't done shit. A lot of dudes be telling women how great they are. She ain't done nothing. No results, nothing proven, none whatsoever. She just looked good, that's all. She probably look halfway decent. Ain't got no kids, ain't done nothing. Look, there's women out here that's 32, 35 years old, no kids, never been married, never had a long-term relationship. All she got is a job, basically. Why does she deserve to be put on a pedestal? But guys are gassing her up, telling her how fine she is just because she got on some a tight pair of jeans and some high heel shoes. Hey, her hair look nice. Her nails are done. And they'll say that because they just want some sex. That's a big problem. And then one of these fools is going to marry that woman, that 32, 35-year-old woman. That's basically been a failure all her life. She thinks she's successful with no validation from a man or nobody for that. Only validation she gets is from her girlfriends, and they lie to her. If you're a woman, how do you say you're successful without a man's input? How do you say you're like good with men if you ain't got no man? That don't make no sense. But this kind of thing happens all the time. Her girlfriends lie to her, and her mama lie to her. And there's a good chance her mom a hoe and half of the girlfriends in hoes. And this is what you got to deal with out here. This is what you got to deal with most of the time. You work with hoes. Most of them is hoes. You work with them. They've integrated the marketplace at work. They get hired. They get the best job position. When I was in Atlanta, most of the women I worked with, they were filthy McNasties. Most of them. Lesbians, studs. That's just what it was. Hey, I resemble those male images. That's what it was, man. Look, there's some guys I know, they know their mom is different. Now, they might not say that their mom is a hoe, but they know their mom ain't like everybody else's mom was in the neighborhood growing up. We know what, look, when I was growing up, we knew who would have hoe. We know your mom was a side chick growing up. We knew who was the side chick. We knew it wasn't something that had to be talked about. We knew what the deal was. Your daddy lived down the street, and he got a whole nother family. But he ain't got married to your mom. Why? Because she was the side chick. She was the woman that everybody got a turn with in the neighborhood. That's how it was when I was growing up. It didn't have to be talked about at all. We were teenagers. We caught on. I need to make an encyclopedia. No. Yeah, that's how it was, man, when we was growing up. Look, a side chick ain't nothing new. That was like that when I was growing up and before me. The only difference is today is everybody put people on blast and all that and tell all the business. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. Look, everyone plays their position. That's how it was when I was growing up. Every woman played their position. Everybody stays in their lane. Stay in your lane. See, that's the problem today. If everybody stayed in their lane and mind their own damn business, this world would be a better place. But no, most people don't do that. They got to see what's going on with you over here. You just move over here. What you doing? I'm minding my damn business. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, tell them, King. Hit the like button. Tell them. I'm minding my damn business. But see, people today, they all in your business. They in their business if they got any. You know, if you taking care of your business, you ain't got time to be worrying about nobody else. But a lot of people today, they get bored. They trying to figure out what's going on with everybody else in the neighborhood or what's going on with all the celebrities. I ain't got time to be following no damn celebrities. I'm trying to get my own shit together. I'm trying to live my own life. You know? I'm trying to live my own life. I'm trying to create my own story. I got you, bro. So yeah, not respect. You had linebackers and running backs trying to be quarterbacks. Exactly. Everybody want to be everybody else, but they don't want to play their position. People don't play. See, the problem, one of the biggest problems today is people don't play their roles. See, in relationships, everyone has a role. It's supposed to be anyway. And this ain't got nothing to do with no gender. No, you have a role. It's kind of like being on a team, a football team, basketball team. You play your role, play your position. But the problem with today is women want to be men, and she want to be the man and the woman. And she want to be the woman. She'll fall back when she don't even want. Two reasons: she don't want to do it or can't do it. She'll fall back then and let him do it. But if he start talking about something that she don't want to do, that's when she'll come in and start acting like a man. That's what you got going on out here today, man. You got a lot of women that's like that today. They're masculine. You know? So then y'all bump heads, and then you be like, oh, I gotta let her go. She's mad disrespectful. You know, she embarrassed me in front of people in public. And then if you tell her about it, hey, that wasn't cool what you did in front of my family or at the store. And she'll justify why it was cool. And that ain't never cool. It's never okay to make a scene in public. It's never okay to embarrass somebody in front of their family. That's never okay. Never. Even if you're in public and maybe you have to defend yourself, it still don't make it okay. You had to do what you had to do. But that don't make it okay. But a lot of women don't see it that way. They'll say, hey, you said this, you said that. I don't give a damn what I said. I ain't made a scene in public, though. That's the difference. I said what I said to you, but I ain't made a scene. Nobody heard what I said, but you. But not her. So you can't really talk to nobody that's like that. Best you can do is don't go nowhere with her ass. And plan to get away. That's best you can do. Because the relationship goes as long as the respect goes. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. The relationship goes as far as the respect goes. Yep. That's just what it is, man. So smash the like button. You know. Hey, anybody got any questions? I'm gonna put a link in here real quick. Yeah, the relationship goes as far as the respect goes, man. Once the respect is gone, it's pretty much over. It's downhill from there. Yeah, some people stay together, but that relationship is not going to grow. Y'all not going to grow together. Y'all going to grow apart. Why? Because she thinks she's better than you. She doesn't respect you. She'll go to work, kiss the boss ass, kiss the co-worker's ass, everything. But when she come home, it's like she gets brand new. She can't respect you. And if she lose that job, see what happens to her. Or if she thinks she's on the hot seat at that job, see what happens to her. She'll come back down to reality. That's usually what happens. But by that time, you don't care no more. Haul ass, bitch. You had enough of that nonsense. How do they expect things to change when they do the same thing? Well, here's the deal, Michael. Nothing is going to change if you leave it up to women. That's based on my experience. If you leave it up to women, nothing is going to change. It's up to us as men to make changes. It's up to us as men to lead and take responsibility. We gotta lead these women. Lead them to the promised land. we gotta lead. We can't tell them what to do. We gotta lead them. It's up to us to make changes. We have to lead by example. It's up to us. If you leave it up to a woman, it ain't gonna happen. That's how it is. This is why I always say we don't need more education in this country. We need better leadership. That's what we need. We need better leadership skills. That's what most guys need. You know. And see, a lot of guys, the problem with a lot of guys have gotten beaten down so much in this country and they have low self-esteem. So they don't feel like they're worthy of being a leader. That's the problem right there. See, you can't outwit your self-image. See, self-image is a motherfucker. You can't. You can only go but so far as you see yourself. Self-image, no. What you believe about yourself when nobody's around. Oh, that's powerful. You can fake confidence, dress good, talk good, look good, You can fake that up. You can fake that all day, every day. But you can't fake self-worth, self-image. You can't fake that. That's who you are when everybody's gone, when nobody's looking, when you by yourself and it's quiet in the house. What do you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, or when you go to bed at night? You can't fake that. You can't fake that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Yes, I disagree with that, Michael. You can make them drink. You can make them drink. That's a lie. That's not true. I forgot what fool. Some white man said that shit. Some white man came up with that phrase. That's not true. You can make them drink. But the trick is, Michael, you have to make it seem like it was their idea to take the drink. That's the catch. You have to make it seem like it was their idea so they can drink. That's how you get them to drink. If you tell them to drink, they probably won't do it. But if you lead them, and just before they get there, they have to feel like it was their idea and not yours, most people will take that drink. That's how that works. And smash the like button. You are right to a degree. That's been based on my experience. Based on my experience, I wrote about this in my book, Love Can't Wait. My book, Love Can't Wait, which is right there. No, right on the other side. Yeah, right there. Yeah. The whole thing was I changed the game. Instead of pushing and grunting and chasing women and chasing success and doing what everybody tells you to do and all that crap. Like, why don't I do the opposite and see what happens? I do the opposite of everything and see what happens. I do the opposite of getting money, getting a job, getting women, dressing. I do the opposite of everything. I go counterclockwise, like almost in reverse. See, most things you've been told is a lie. Probably 80, 90%. So why not do the reverse? It's like an experiment. And I never looked back since. And nothing changed until I changed. Nothing changed until I started to understand human nature, female nature, power, influence. That's when things started to change. And I stopped listening to other people. Most people don't know what the hell they be talking about. Most people they haven't proven anything. They haven't been anywhere. They don't have enough life experience. But those are the people we listen to most of the time. They got on a nice, shiny suit. They're like, oh, he's sharp. Yeah, he's sharp, but he's running game. He is a charlatan. He's a charlatan, man. He's perfect. Suited and booted. He's polished. He say all the right things. Meanwhile, somebody like me, I'm not necessarily suited and booted all the time. I don't say the right things. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I don't do any of that. So I'm like, I go against all of that. I'm like the opposite of all of that. But at the same time, you might see me the same place where they're at. And you'd be like, how the hell he over there? But he don't look like them. He ain't dressed like them. He don't even talk like them. But he getting some of the same results like them. So I'm out of the box. Completely out of the box. This and then you be like, wait a minute. Then you get to know, then you might meet some of these people that you put up on the soapbox, and you figure out, man, this dude is just a charlatan for all these years. He's just scamming people. And then you get a chance to meet somebody, you meet me out in public, and you be like, yo, that's how he is for real. The same person you see in the video, that's who you meet in person. This me. and that's how it happens all the time, man. That's how it happens all the time. You know, a lot of these guys are charlatans out here, man. They're not living that life that you think they're living. You know? You know better, you do better, man. But you're not gonna a lot of this comes with experience. The older you get, you learn better, you travel, you know. And that's what it is. A lot of times we don't have nobody around us to really tell us how things really happen out here. Most people you see on TV and even on the internet, that's not who they are. Most women you see out in public, that's not who they are. That's why a lot of old people used to say, you look deep before you leap. Because who people represent on the surface, that's not who they really are. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this video. I'm going to get up out of here. There's surface level projection or image or, you know, thinking. And then it's what's below the surface. What's below the surface, you almost never see. Now, some of it is coming on surface, but most of it's not. What's on the surface level, the majority of it is lies and deceit. It looks good, but it's mostly lies. Half truths. Sound good. And that's just how it is. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. You know? Yeah, it's the first thing I'm going to buy next month. Yeah. So, hey, smash the like button, man. Share the video. Hit the Cash App on your way out if you like what I was saying in this video. Anything I can do to help you, man. Just get at me. Let me know. And oh yeah, don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. Just Google it. You can find me on iTunes, Amazon, iHeartMedia, Anchor, any place with audio, basically. Just Google it, you know, and subscribe and leave me a review on iTunes of the podcast. I just uploaded a new episode last night. So check that out. I'm going to be bringing more guests on, you know. Hey, man, I just want you to win out here, man. It's hard on these streets for a lot of guys. And we don't have a lot of room for error. I know how it is out here, man. I've been out here for a long time. And The good news is I don't make a lot of those mistakes that I used to make when I was younger. I've been through that shit, through the trial and error. So that's why I come on here and I tell you my experiences and what I did. So you won't have to go down that hard road like I did. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, until next time, I'm out. Peace.